day.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from Santa Clara. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Smith, the man in motion left. And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Hurts. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear. On your sideline, that means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Here's Hurts to throw. He's got Smith here. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3-and-out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that fast.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And he just continues to throw touchdown pass after touchdown pass, leading the league here down the final stretch of the year. Guys will say that the numbers and the rankings, they don't matter to them very much, but I don't know how much action.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check, check. Lucky. Striker, 3-3. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Pretty clean and simple there, just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. On first down, Hurts. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Here's Pollard again. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts throw pulled in by Jefferson.
The result, only 4 yards. There on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hurts.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a...
Now a battle for the football, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. A great play there with an acrobatic catch. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored, The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Yeah, he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already...
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for the Niners. 61 yards.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing.
They'll set up a throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend.
Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Hurts.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves it.
And the pressure gets to him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
Fielded at the 33. It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to take another shot here. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Niners. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. The 49ers ready to kick it away. And here we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers open the lead up to 34-0. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Now they got to get to the line quickly. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Drops this underneath for Pollard. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll throw now on the final play. Rolling to his left. He's got a man, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And we get it, no time to waste. Playoffs starting next week. We skip right over halftime and get back to the action. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Now a play fake here on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the 49ers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it is 42-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run for it with Achane.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
They go play action with Hurts. He finds his man, Pollard.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground, but every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
This one brought in by Jefferson. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll set up to throw.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Touchdown, Rams.
Van Jefferson.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Rams are able to at least get one score back.
Extra point splits the uprights, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This fielded right at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Still well in control of this ball game, despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. This is caught inside the 15.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
A big play there for the...
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass.
third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Black Ultra. Ready.
Back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a pickup of 6.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 15.
They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Now back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready. Black 40. Ready, go.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flush to, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 50's the mic, 50's the mic. Pick it up.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Mike's 50. They can't hang with us.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 50.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard. They see what...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw here. Complete. Jefferson the target. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They're going to look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here's Hurts to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough, barring a miraculous comeback. This offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
And his kick is indeed good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. In the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out in the field already making plans for the evening.
He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. A big play there for the Niners. 48 yards.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
LA readies for its next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw.
Hurts fumbles it.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
LA set to take over again on offense. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
To try again after the sack.
Hurts.
And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest, but now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick him off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly, but they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
Flushed out right. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
now the Rams offense getting the football back. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hurts.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. So the victory here for San Francisco and this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
Oh, I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned down and they had it ready to go, and their guys executed.
Yeah, they were concerned not only about moving the ball through the air, but also on the ground. But both really started to come in sync. So for San Francisco,
they finish off one of the best regular seasons of all time, 16-1, their final record.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to